Hey y'all, welcome back to Less is More 2. We gotta get organized, guys, gotta get organized. I have been running around just kind of with no real direction, just kind of doing this, doing that, and, you know, pretty much wasting a bunch of time. So I figure we gotta do something different. So we're back to a kind of a project board here. So I figure, I hope that wasn't too loud. I figured what I'm going to do is I am going to focus on Botania to start. I'm going to get it up to where I can at least do the Orchid and start using that as our early game kind of ore, not production. Well, yeah, getting ore, getting materials, diamonds, all that stuff. So, what I need to do is one, I need to get a skeleton spawner. I have done that. Didn't want to do that on video because that just takes a long time. I do have a sword with Soul Stealer 3. I stopped at Soul Stealer 3 because it takes 58 levels just to get that. And I'll show you in a sec. We'll go take a look at it. But then I need to get a Terra Steel, which I've also done. I'm sure you've seen that done before. This stuff, I'm going to move it all around. These are Gormarillas. They eat, and I've got potatoes. I want to automate all this, of course. Right now, I'm manually getting the potatoes and all that, but eventually, the skeleton farm is the reason I want to do this, because what we have here is these are all full bone meal. They shoot off in here, and like right now I'm manually harvesting it with a water can. Now if you didn't know that a water can would do this, you can just click these and it will auto harvest them just by right clicking. Instead of growing the plants, it just kind of auto harvest it. And so I've been kind of manually doing that, but I'm going to automate this. So right now you step on that and it starts firing out bone meal, and you can just sit there and click it with your watering can, and you just get a bunch of potatoes. This, of course, I'll need to automate. I'll have to add another dispenser to actually plant, and I'll need to add, I won't do it here, but I'll need to add a piston underneath to pop the crop out, and then of course we'll need a vacuum chest or something. We'll do that probably in another video. The whole thing will be building that. Maybe building this, building that all together, because this will have to be moved. I need a couple more flowers. This really isn't bad. It's pretty quick. I was able to do only 3 Terra Steel. I only need 1 for the Alfheim portal, but that's what the Terra Steel was for, and that allows us to do the Alfheim portal and then eventually the Orchid. So this is the direction I want to go right now. So if you've never made a soul shard before, let's talk about that. You're going to need a soul forge. You will need to be able to go to the nether and get, well, I don't have any, soul sand. The soul sand you're going to put in a furnace, and it is going to be turned into, I believe it's vile dust. Let's take a look real quick. Vile dust, and then you're going to take vile dust with glowstone, and that's going to give you the corrupted essence. Now the corrupted essence is basically your fuel for the soul forge. You need that. So then what you're going to do is you're going to take 1 diamond, throw it in here. It takes a long time to do it, probably over 10 minutes or so to burn through. But then you're going to get 3 soul shards. You're going to get 3 soul shards. And I've done it twice, and no, I've done it 3 times now. Yeah, once to get the enchant, because you need 3 of these to get Soul Stealer 3, and then I did 3, and I got tier 5 on Zombie, Skeleton, and Creeper, because I'm going to need that gunpowder, and I will need zombie flesh later. Actually, I'll probably need that soon, but the bones I'll need to turn into bone meal. So I also made 3 more, And I've got one kill to. I got one kill on a witch, Enderman, and this one's empty still. So you get 3 of these per diamond. So that's not bad. You know, you're not just getting one. Um, Now this is Soul Shards the old way. If you do Soul Shard Reborn, then you've got to do the pattern with the netherrack and in stone with glowstone in the middle, and you click it with the diamond, and it gives you a one stone. And I believe you can do that if you go into configs on this one. I believe you can do that also, but I didn't change any configs on this. I'm just doing it the old way. This is actually how it was when the mod first came out, when Pahimar was running it. So one things I need to do is get that mob spawner up and going with the skeleton, so I can start getting that bone meal, so I can get the potato production automated. What I'm gonna do is get some stuff put together, and I'm gonna build our portal to Alfheim. Where's my book here? And where is that? Here we go. 1, it's going to upgrade my book, and 2, it's going to give me the stuff I need for the orchid, because I need pixie dust, I believe. So that's the one thing that's kind of holding me back on that. I need to make the glimmering living wood, and I need to make the core mana pools. I don't need a lot of mana because I'm not going to have that thing open very long. I've already made the mana pylons. They're pretty easy to make. Does it show? Yeah, the mana pylons. I just need to turn them into the Natura pylon. And so you can see I need what? This is the gateway core, so I need 3 there, and I need 2 of these. Each of these is 3. So you really only need 1 terra steel, break it down into nuggets, and you should be able to make everything for the pylon. So I'm gonna go get all that stuff together, and we'll be back in just a second. So we have everything we need. You know, the weird thing is I got a text while I was putting all this together from my boss, and we used to work with this guy. He was a pretty cool dude. I actually trained him a little bit, and come to find out, he was killed on Tuesday by an ex-girlfriend. Such a weird world we live in. People are weird. Weird. Alright. Shoot. Let me pause real quick. That's my daughter calling, so I'll be right back. Alright, we got the Alfheim portal all put together, so now I don't want to do this. I just really need pixie dust right now, so I'm just going to do pearls and my book. That's all I'm going to do. There's not much mana in here. I just did 1 mana tablet's worth shared amongst them, so what is that, a quarter probably? Alright, so if you've never done this before, it's all in your book. You can even hit the visualize button, which makes it very nice. It'll just kind of show you where you need to place everything. And then once you've got everything in place, it'll say, what's it say? Structure complete. It lets you know it's done, and it takes away the visualization. So that's a neat little feature. And it does it with pretty much any of the structures you have to build. It just makes it a lot simpler than it used to be, where you have to be like, okay, am I in the right spots? Or so what we have here is there's a sticky piston underneath here. This is how we shut it off. It's just going to break the portal. But to turn it on, you need your wand, and you're going to click the core. And of course, then when you get into, I find these achievements annoying. It's just annoying. Seems to do it for everything though, so it's not just this. So you're going to throw it through the Do I gotta do the book first? Is it done? Okay, yeah. Alright, so it's done now. So now it should take it, right? Why am I not? Oh, they gotta be man up. Damn, hold on. Let's go down here real quick. And we'll drop them in here. That's what the step I was missing. You can't just throw in like diamonds and stuff. They have to be the mana diamonds and mana steel. And then of course a mana pearl. And that gives us the pixie dust we'll need. I really only need one, but for now that will do us. And we'll turn it off so we don't, it doesn't sit there. I just want to make sure on video that's doing that. What the hell? I've had some weird things so far. Like one is experience. When I go between the last millennium and here, I had to move the Ender IO enchanting table and my anvil over there because when I go over there, kill however many levels I have, when I come back here, there's none, and it won't let me enchant until I kill something and get more experience, and then it'll show up again. So that's a little weird. That's a little weird. So now we've got some direction. We've got the Alpine portal's done. We've made Terra Steel. We have a skeleton spawner, but it just isn't put together yet. So that will probably be, I think probably the next episode is what I'll do is I'm going to make the orchid setup. I'm probably going to do this in the last millennium too. I'm going to do everything that, because when the ore drops, it causes a little block lag because it's actually dropping the ore down. So, so next time around, what are we gonna do? Next time around, what are we gonna do? This one is just kind of a letting you know the direction we're gonna go, or I'm gonna go. I don't know what you're gonna do in your worlds. And guys, if you are playing along using these mods, like I said, send me links of what y'all are doing, and if you post something up on your channel, it doesn't even have to be public, man. Just let me know. Give me a link, and I'll go take a look at it. So I appreciate you guys coming by. We now know where, kind of like I said, where we're headed. And until next time, guys, I'll see y'all later.